quite the mess. And you can see some of the remains of the NEC Versa 6030X. Had I thought about this, I would have made a power-up video before I tore it all apart, because it's not going back together now. You can see, if I can get a good grip on this camcorder, it's not a very good design for a camera, but anyway, you can see, yeah, this is kind of messed up. Just slightly. And you can also get something of an idea as to the thickness of the plastic that cracked. So I'm pretty sure that what had happened was this thing had taken a fall, and a lot of these plastics, if they didn't break outright, it was fractured, and the fractures just gave in. So it's pretty well done. I've stripped it down, got all the parts. You can see there's a couple parts here. This is the, I presume that this is the CMOS battery. And here is another battery. What is this? CR2430. I don't think you'll be able to get an idea. It's anything. It's a Sanyo battery. This, I'm guessing, was one of these batteries was for CMOS, and one of these batteries was for the suspend to RAM memory retention. Because how it worked back then was the system would shut off, but one of these batteries would be in charge of retaining the contents of the RAM when the system was turned off. That's how that works. And then right here we've also got a little piezoelectric speaker that I will be keeping. I'll be keeping all of this stuff. I don't know about this. I would love to extract this piece because this is like completely useless, but I can't figure out. I don't really want to take this apart because I'm afraid that I'll break it, because I have no idea what kind of condition all of that's in. So anyway, what we have here is the optical drive, and I may extract this and try and put it into the machine over there. I don't know if you can see it. The Satellite Pro 420 CDT. I might try and put it in that, because the Satellite Pro does not have a functional optical drive. This here is the RAM card for the expansion RAM. I'm not sure what size it is. It looks like it might actually be a 16 megabyte card. You can see add more memory, 16 megabytes. Add more memory. That's funny. But yeah, this would have been it looks like this would have been a 16 meg card. So in addition to what was already on the board, which I think was like 8 megabytes or something. Actually, no, I take that back. I think the system only had 16 megs of RAM. So, I don't know. Anyway, so there's the RAM board. Here's two of the covers. Here's the hard drive. It's a 1.4 gig hard drive. That could come in handy. Here's what's left of the lower panel. Not in very good shape. Rather unfortunate, actually. This fell apart almost completely. I'd love to save these port doors, but I'm not sure I can get these off without breaking. I mean, this one's already broken, so this one's worthless, but I'd love to at least try and save this one, if I can, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. Then we get into the real meat and potatoes. We get that out of the way. Here's a separator piece. This is the main part of the main board. So you can see the PCMCIA, all the connectors, lots of connectors. I believe that might be part of the modem right there. There is part of the low pin count I/O controller. Oops. Maybe you can actually see that. There's NEC. On the other side, I presume there's other things, you know, other chips. CPU is probably right there. The Pentium 133 CPU. Here's the soundboard. Looks like a creative product. There's all the audio controls. So that will go on right here somewhere. And the connector for it's right there. This is another piece. I believe this goes on top. And this thing right up here is the light board. Looks like another infrared receiver, as well as a switch. Not sure what that switch is. But this is a light for the standby. Here's the rest of the board. I'm not sure what all is on this. Maybe video memory. All of that associated. Everything else, probably, it looks like keyboard and that kind of stuff would have been handled by this. So, there we have that. Here's another board. Again, I'm not too sure of its purpose. Here's a port door that I did save from it. That was for the docking station bay. And then the other pieces that we have here, here's a keyboard. That could be useful. And last but not least, this trackpad assembly, as well as the LCD status screen. Alright. So there's what's left of the NEC Versa 6030X. Kind of a sad state of affairs, but it didn't really have much life left in it anyway. The LCD panel, the backlight is failing. I might not even keep it, because I know the speakers have got issues as well, and there's not really much else in here other than the LCD and the speakers. So I may not keep it. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I thought you might like to see this, the end of the NEC Versa 6030X. I will be keeping pretty much all of this, except for the broken parts. But other than that, well, that is all. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off, and I hope to see you next time. Till then, guys.